everybody, and welcome to Week 13 on iRacing. This is the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series from Daytona 2008. We're in a 2008 Craftsman Truck Series vehicle. This is beauty right here as someone's taking the road course. It's Week 13, we're not going to question it. And there he is. We're in the Kevin Harvick Tide Ride, the blue one of my favorite paint schemes of all time. We're going to have some fun, probably get wrecked. We do have a fast repair. It's only 10 laps, but we'll see what happens. I've actually been watching a ton of old Daytona 500s recently and old super speedway racing, because Gen 4 was my favorite era for that. And one of my favorite things was how bumpy this track was. I can't wait for the track to get like this again. Hopefully get something like this again in the future, because man, watching cars having to handle like that on a super speedway was something else.
Car high.
We are already getting
Rewind in the middle, clear to the bottom.
argy-bargy here.
Car high. Hold your line.
Those of you that don't know, Week 13 on iRacing is the week when they
Outside.
deploy their new updates. Therefore, nothing on the servers actually really count for anything. I believe there's an exception to that, but a Week 13 series is essentially just a fun series, and that's why we get combos like this. Old trucks at old Daytona.
Still there.
With this only being a 10-lap race, of course, this is a sprint race. I don't even have any of my normal stuff up.
Still there.
If you've watched the video before, you know on the left-hand side,
Still
whoa,
there.
I normally have,
Car outside.
you know, all these things pulled up to help me. None of that here, because this is just
Still there.
a stupid 10-lap race. Didn't even need to commentate on the wrecks, because we knew that was going to
Hold your
happen.
line. Still there. Still there.
And you just see all the bumps, all the shakiness of the car, all the cars in front of me
Still
jostling
there.
all over the place.
Outside.
This was fun,
Still
Daytona.
there.
As
Rewind.
we are in the grass. Whoa!
Pay attention to track limits, please, Des. No, you've gone upside down there.
Yes, thank you. I noticed. So we got hit on the side by the car next to us. Hit the grass, and all of a sudden, that was just game over for some reason. As there's a huge wreck. So we're going to come to hit road with everyone else. Looks like we'll be in the draft still. That's fun.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 miles per hour. Box in 1,360 feet. You've got loads of fuel.
Most of the field, it
Car behind
appears,
you,
is in the
Box
pits.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Whew. All right, just needed the repair, and we are on our way.
All clear. Push now.
We're still P11. I love it. Now, obviously, it's not this track necessarily that's causing this. I mean, that is part of it. This track is very difficult to drive. However, because it's Week 13, people aren't trying, if you will. They're not, you know, putting pressure on themselves. We're here to just do the stupid, crazy shit we can't normally do on iRacing. You know, it's a let your hair down week. And if that's not for you, just don't race on iRacing for the week. It's just 1 week. It won't kill you. As the leaders are coming up on me.
2.5 seconds.
Tell you what, one thing with this old truck, though, that is weird is this weird-ass bar in the middle. Don't understand that in the slightest.
Car outside. Car high. Near the bottom, 3 wide.
There's a car exit in the pits. Heads up.
Still there.
We are 3 wide with the
Car
leaders.
outside. P9. Hold your line.
But up to P9,
Clear
so
high.
it looks like there's only 3 of them. This one's, I believe this is one of the cars that started right in front of me. If not, like a row or two ahead.
Let's push hard to keep it.
So we'll just stick with the leaders here. See if we can gain any more spots. But yeah, I mean, week 13 is fun, but also I love being able to drive a truck like this. Even though it doesn't look too different from the truck now, it is very different. And to me, this is from the peak of the Truck Series. I know people always talk about, Gen 4 and all this other stuff for the Cup Series, but for me, this was the peak of the Truck Series. When they still had fun tracks like Mansfield, all this other stuff, 2 races at Martinsville. You have the Cup guys like Kevin Harvick still, coming in for tracks like Martinsville.
Todd is now in the lead.
Hold your line. Still there.
Trucks used to be my favorite series. And up until a couple years ago, it still was. But now I just don't care
Keep it steady.
if I see the race or not. It's for a multitude of reasons. I mean, one of them is I think stage racing is terrible in general, but I really hate it for the trucks. And the reason is because those races are already so short. The way that it works now, there's already little to no strategy. Now there's no strategy. And on top of that, the stages are stupidly short.
Outside.
Push, 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 or we'll lose this place.
Like 30 laps in a stage. It's so stupid.
Keep it steady.
Also, considering the whole season's on FS1.
Clear outside. Car outside. Clear to the
Woo!
left.
See if the truck's okay from that one. That might have been some engine damage. The Truck Series being on FS1 all season long is painful because I hate Fox's coverage of NASCAR nowadays. And I also hate how they currently do it. I don't like Vince Welch as a lead commentator. Always thought he was a fine pit reporter, but I don't think he should be a lead commentator. It's just a shame because that's supposed to be Steve Burns' role. So, but I'm not a fan of him. Also, I think Mikey, much like his brother, I think he's just been doing it too long. He's kind of starting to get on my nerves.
Catching the gaps now. 6.6 seconds.
But this appears to be our top speed, so let's see if we can even hold on to the top 10 here with just a couple laps to go.
Okay, Des, the next car is Carpenter.
But, even being in 2 wrecks, not angry or anything. Even if I was battling for the win, I wouldn't have cared. Because, again, this is week 13. It means absolutely nothing. Honestly, the pace of this car compared to the other cars around me kind of reminds me of, like, the NASCAR Thunder Games or the NASCAR The Game series.
We need to pass
When
this guy
you had to
the
get your
lead
own
position.
car for career mode when you first start off and you're slower than molasses. Kind of reminds me of that. Obviously, it went faster, but, just the comparison of the cars in front of you, it felt that slow, and you just couldn't hold on to the pack.
The gap in front is increased to 5.6 seconds. E9, 2 laps left.
So, just 2 laps left. Again, a very different video, because it's week 13, as well as the fact that this is more of like a podcast-style video. We're not really talking about what's going on. But going off of what I had mentioned earlier with the Truck Series, if you had a favorite era, favorite year, or whatever for the Truck Series, what is it? Let me know. Because I didn't start watching the trucks until about 2003, I believe. Because when I first started watching NASCAR in 2002, I only really knew of the Cup and Busch Series, and that's because the trucks were still on ESPN. And I never watched ESPN as a kid because nothing I really cared about was on it. Or, I didn't know about any national stuff. Whenever I watched sports, it was always just watching local stuff. I didn't watch any of that other stuff.
Brown.
So I didn't start seeing the Truck Series until 2003, because that's when it moved to Speed Channel. Rest in peace.
P8, white flag, 1 more to go.
But, I've gone back, watched some of the older 90s races. Some of the, races from like 02 and stuff, and it was fun and everything. But, again, part of it's that nostalgia factor, but also, I think some of the points I brought up are valid, but, to me, that was the golden age, the Speed Channel days. So we try not to get run over. I think we're going to be able to hold on here to P10, which, you know, pretty impressive with the speed we're going. But as we come up to the line here, I'm not going to hold you too much longer afterwards. It's not like this is a long video anyway. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe for more iRacing content. We got a huge crash across the line here. Let's see if they stay on track.
That's it. We're done.
Oh! I was hoping it was going to act like a ramp or something. Nope. Head on. Dead stop. Engine dead. To the road course we go. And we're going to go party with some people in the camping. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time for more iRacing and motorsports content. Bye!